Hello everybody, this is Liam Cross from Non-Meta Victories, and I'm here to share with you my deck idea of Numeron True Draco. So far, in the testing, I haven't. So I'm just going to give you guys the idea of the deck, and I'll be with you soon with an update. Starting off, we play one Metaltron. It's extra deck True Dracos, so you kind of can't go wrong with that. Playing one Dynamite Knight. It's Dynamite. Playing 3 Ignis Heat. Ignis Heat is your spell searcher, just like Dynamite's your trap searcher, and you can activate them from the deck too, so it's really good to manage your resources. Next, we're playing 2 Majesty Maiden. This is your monster searcher. She can't summon from the deck because, special summons are kind of no bueno. We like the normal summons, but we can special summon sometimes, which gets me into the next package of 3 Numeron Wall. Now, Numeron Wall is your activation for your Numeron network. It's fairly decent. I would say that this deck has a few minor flaws that I would like to talk about at some point, maybe in a follow-up video for combos, which there are none, you just kind of play. Next, we're playing a couple of one-ofs just to have the body. This one's considered a hand trap, but I play it mainly for the body. Dino Wrestler Pankatrops. When it comes up, it comes up. When it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm playing one Fallen of Albaz for the fact that it's a budget alternative super polymerization. However, I do play one super poly. Fallen of Albaz can do the same thing as super poly, except for the fact that it can be responded to. Next, I am playing 3 Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. It's Ghost Ogre, and Numerons are annoying, so you know what? If you can't beat them, join them, but also try to beat them. Next, I'm playing 2 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. This card has lost relevancy, in my opinion. Lots of decks can play around it nowadays. However, it's still good, because sometimes there are those hands in other decks where they just can't play through an Ash Blossom. Next, we're playing 3 True Draco Heritage, the best one, in my opinion, for the spells, because we are limiting our numbers this time. This one says you can draw, if you sent a monster, spell, and trap, you can draw 3, as long as it's of the True Draco suit. Next, we are playing 3 of the True Draco Phoenix, or Disciples. I don't remember what it's called. Disciples of the True Draco Phoenix. There we go. This shuffles 3 to draw 1 card, as long as they are True Draco suit. Then we are playing 1 Dragonic Diagram, 1 Terraforming, 1 Set Rotation, and 1 Oracle of Zephyra. This is the main Draco field spell, however, these 3 can also be used to search out our Numeron network. Now, this Numeron network card is actually quite good, and if you ask me, it cannot be ashed because it's although it is sending a card from the deck to the graveyard, that is part of the cost. The copy effect is actually the effect, which is not ashable. Next, we're playing 3 copies of Numeron Calling. I know, play 2, no, go away. We're playing a lot of Numerons in the extra deck, and we are really going heavy on the XCs part of this deck. Mainly because True Draco extra deck, I didn't play the Synchro, and I'd never plan on playing the Synchro. I really enjoy playing a heavy Numeron and playing True Draco as if it were no extra deck. Next, I am playing 2 Pot of Duality. We only want to use this if we have a hand that is predominantly True Draco, henceforth why we play 2 and might play 1 in the future. I even might take it out completely in exchange for Pot of Desires. However, I've come to despise that card and refuse to do so at the moment. Next, we are playing 1 Card of Demise, being, first of all, it's at 1, and secondly, you wouldn't want to lose your hand, and if I were playing this in general anyways, I would consider playing 1. Next, we are playing 3 Blizzard, just for the fact that if you are going first, it's a great set, and if you're going second, it's still a great set or activation from hand. You can chain this to almost any Salamangreat card, except for the... Sorry about that, except for the Solemn Judgment one, which is Salamangreat Roar, that negates anything because it's a counter trap. However, this can respond to their Salamangreat Rage. Never mind, it's a spell card. This can respond to, well, any quick effect spell card they might have set or anything they attempt to activate on their turn. Then, for the last spell card we are playing is Super Polymerization, just because it's super poly. Next, for our trap cards, we are only playing 4, where we are running 3 True Draco Apocalypse, because the explosion effect is wonderful, and we are playing the 1 True King's Return. That's it for the main deck, moving on to the extra. So, in the extra deck, like I say, I decided to go fairly Numeron heavy. We are playing 2 Gate Div, playing 2 Cat Vary, we are playing 2 Gate Trinity, And we are playing 2 Gate Ecam. Ecam? I have no idea, but I'm going to say what I think it is. Then we are actually playing 1 of the number C1. Numeron Chaos Gate Sunya. This card is very good and underrated. If you're going second, this can get rid of a lot of cards on the field, specifically monsters, and in exchange, you can burn your opponent for over 8,000, well over lethal. We are also playing 1 Zexal because it's Zexal. This card is very overrated, and I think this card is a lot easier to get over than a lot of you people think it is. But I won't judge too harshly. Moving on to the links. We have our 1 Access Code Talker, our 1 Nightmare Unicorn, and our 1 Nightmare Phoenix. I do intend on playing more links in the future when I can find room for them, and if I find that my Numeron package is way too much. However, moving on to our Super Poly or Nadir thing of Albaz, we are playing Trishula of Icy Dragon Imprisonment, very good for Dragon Links, and 1 Predapant Darlingtonia Cobra, which probably will be taken out in the near future for Chimera or for Tryphnophobia. However, Mighty Mud Dragon is also a fairly good card to consider. Mud Dragon of the Swamp, Mighty Mud Dragon, what's it called? The world may never know. Moving on to the side deck, there is no side deck because I just made this deck. So, side deck also, like I will always say in my upcoming videos, is completely up to you based off of your meta and the decks you commonly play against. For instance, if you play against Numeron, you might want to side in a lot of Spell and Trap Hate. Or if you play against a lot of combo decks at your meta, you might want to side in some Nibiru's or Dark Ruler No Mores. Well, that's it for the deck profile, and I don't know how the deck runs yet, so I will get back to you guys with that. And thank you for watching this video. This is Liam Cross from Non-Meta Victories, signing out.